Hi everybody, here we are from the Pomegranate Grove, having just recovered from our festival, and we're here to do some tarot readings, Astro-Tarot, on the next main sort of performance of the moon, which is going to be a new moon in Scorpio. And that comes up from the Cambridge perspective on Sunday, the 15th of November at 5:06 in the morning. So I'm afraid you'll have to sort of like work out your time zones from there. I mean, if we say hours, that might help a little bit. It's 5:06 a.m. Cambridge. Khalid, what is it in Kuwait?
That would be 2:06 a.m.
Sharon? Is that a bit much for you to work that one out? I think it's going to be about just after midnight for you. So like literally as that day begins.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Are you 5 hours behind? You're in Georgia.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So literally just 6 minutes after midnight on the early hours of the 15th. And Cassidy, tell us.
Yeah, up here on.
Yeah,
I'm on Vancouver Island, so if on Pacific Standard Time, it's at 9:06 p.m. on November 14th.
Right, so that's the exact moment when the sun and the moon in the sky are on exactly the same degree. It's like they are joined at the hip, and that's what makes it a new moon. And just for the record, if people are kind of wanting to do moon work, just kind of like in the vicinity or just when the moon is in Scorpio, just to get the energy of that particular sign, the moon actually enters Scorpio on Friday the 13th. Oh, spooky. Yeah.
Is it?
Love it.
Yeah, Friday the 13th of November at 18 minutes past 4 in the afternoon, Cambridge time. We won't go through all those time zones again. But yeah, so it's basically, it is in Scorpio for almost 2 days before it's officially a new moon. And it leaves Scorpio on Sunday the 15th at about 10 to 4 that afternoon in Cambridge. So, you know, just for a little bit of astrology here, there's 30 degrees in a sign. And when the sun and the moon are on the same degree, that's when it's a new moon, and it actually hits that exact degree when it's at 23 degrees. So it's coming towards the end of its journey through Scorpio when it hits that new moon phase. I hope that makes sense to people. It's once it gets to 23 degrees, it's on the same degree as the sun, and by the time it gets to 29, it's almost out of Scorpio. So that happens on the same day. So there's the dates for you. I'm sure Khalid is dying to tell us kind of like what is the kind of the meaning of this moon being in the sign of Scorpio. And just one thing, Holly, that we did look up as well, it's a super new moon on this occasion, which means it's close to the earth, so it might appear to be bigger. Might
wow.
Appear to be, yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty dramatic. Yeah,
it's a new moon, so you can't really see it.
Mm-hmm.
Really close black dot in the sky.
It would be big if you could see it, right?
Yeah, the energy should be. Yeah, so I think the energy should be felt really a lot by people who are sensitive to the moon. I mean, the readings that we're going to be doing now, I think and I hope should be particularly helpful to people who are planning to do some kind of moon work, so that they could capture the energy in that time, and very limited window of time when the moon is actually going to remain in the sign of Scorpio from the new moon conjunction, and use its power to manifest something new in their lives, to start something new, a new initiative, you know, or like let's say, hope or wish, right? So Scorpio, moon in Scorpio. Okay, so traditionally the Scorpio is not a very comfortable place for the moon to be in. It's exalted in the opposite sign, Taurus, really fallen in Scorpio. That on a kind of psychological level, maybe you can understand it in this way, that Scorpio is all about like keeping power within, you know, yeah, not being very flexible in the way that your energy kind of flows, right? Which is not really a characteristic of the moon. And the moon doesn't like to be kind of caught in that kind of all these complicated like, emotional undercurrents and that are characteristic of the sign of Scorpio. It likes to more kind of express them in a free, fluid kind of way. That being said, I mean, it's still a new moon, and so I think it would be good to make use of that Scorpionic kind of stamp on the moon's energy, and maybe use it to manifest a type of change that's really dramatic, and it involves some degree and some type of transformation, right? But we will see what the cards have to say, and we're going to cover all the elements in this reading. And every card we draw will be applicable to anyone who has the sun, the moon, or the ascendant, meaning the degree of the rising sign, in the sign represented by that card.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, if you know your sun, your moon, and your rising, if you know your natal astrology, if you don't, just message us with your date, time, and place of birth, and we'll be able to tell you. But we do need the time to be able to get all of those three. But if you know your date, your sun, moon, and rising, there could be 3 tarot readings here for you if they're in different signs, so that could be applicable. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with the fire signs. So we are going to kick off with Aries, as always. Sharon's on fire, Cassidy's on earth, Harley's on air, and I'm on water this time. So here are your messages.
Yeah.
All right, Aries. Sorry. So the new moon is about drawing stuff toward you. Okay. Poor Aries.
Oh gosh, what is it? I'm not Aries.
And the way I'm seeing this is we've had a hell of a year, just period, right? And Aries has a spontaneity to it that like it's the ultimate spontaneity to it. And here they've been just kind of cooped up and isolated. So I think Aries is about to pop. It's time to manifest some fun in your life, but just be sure not to go overboard, because the devil can get a little bit intense. So, I mean, I'm not saying don't have an orgy, but make sure anybody who comes doesn't have COVID or anything else.
I love that.
But have a little bit of fun, Aries. All right.
Well, I don't know how I'm going to top that.
No, well, I'm going to give you a little bonus here. I'm just looking at the chart, and there's actually a very nice connection between the moon, which is at 23 degrees Scorpio, and Pluto. And you were saying about the transformation and the change there, Sharon. Pluto is at 22 Capricorn, and Jupiter is at 23 Capricorn.
Oh.
So they're very connected to this new moon, but I would say in a positive way. a sextile is a nice connection. So,
Yeah.
you know,
That's a really good
maybe
point.
that
Yeah.
will be relevant. It may be more relevant when you get to your Capricorn reading, Cassidy.
Actually, that you mentioned it, I think it should be quite relevant, especially because of the sextile angle. So it's not like they're just related by that sign, but there is a closeness in degree. You know.
Very close. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
definitely.
Pluto is associated with Scorpio, isn't it? So in
right, is the modern co-ruler.
Yes,
is the modern co-ruler of Scorpio. Yes.
See what you get, Cassidy, but it may be more poignant when you get to the Capricorn. But I thought I'd just throw that in as you're doing Earth, right?
Excellent. All right. So for Taurus, this is going to be a phenomenal moon for you. I mean, this card is just a big bundle of joy.
Oh, good. I'm Taurus rising.
Yes. So this, the message here for kind of what to focus on and how to get the most out of this moon. It really has to do with the people you're surrounding yourself with and the environment you have, especially in your home. And the depth of the connection that you have with the people in your very close inner circle. And it's interesting in this card, it's showing, you know, within the regulations that we're all living under in various places in the world, but still just really finding that true sense of connection with someone else, with your children, with your family. And I mean, also just a little bit taking the time to refresh your space, you know, have it when you walk through the door of your home, that it's just your sanctuary when you walk in. It's you know, if there's anything in your house, in your space, any energy, you know, whatever's going on, it's time to have that beautiful connection to the people in your space and your space itself. It's beautiful. It's and just gratitude as well, right? A practice of gratitude for whatever you can find to be grateful for. I think, you know, embrace that with open arms. And here we have the 10 of Cups.
Oh, that is
lovely.
nice.
Oh, wow.
That's lovely.
Oh, that is really beautiful. Yeah.
So
I'm going to
really
definitely take that on board. Yeah.
Really nice with
and I need to do that.
Very
I got
watery
no
card.
at all, and I'm taking that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Beautiful. I mean, with that water, you know, like 10 water, and then, you know, with earth, they just blend nicely together. That's a beautiful. Use this moon. It'll be great for you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Holly,
Wow.
I believe you're next.
Yes, I am. I am going to be delivering a message for anyone who has the sun, moon, or ascendant in Gemini. Okay. There we go.
Oh.
The rest of us.
Wow. Whew. Okay.
I know, right?
All right, so I got for you the Queen of Wands reversed.
Okay.
I feel like this is saying, okay, definitely, okay, if you've been kind of drawn to be fixed in the way that you project your image to other people, okay? Now is not the time to do that. You need to be like more flexible in the way you communicate, and that may be because Mercury also is in Scorpio and at the same time, so lending itself to that. Yeah, lending its communication sort of energy to the whole mix, right? Not insisting on getting your points across, okay, and just draw on your Gemini flexibility to manifest something that it still has that fiery power of the Queen of Wands, but is more adaptive and more flexible, not focus on just solely on what you want for your you know, what you want because you feel like it addresses your needs, you know, your concerns, right? So try to kind of manifest something that is more for the benefit of other people as well, right? Not just yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's a shame. I was so happy. I was so happy after my kind of Cassidy's reading with my Taurus rising and now my Gemini moon.
Let's just bring this back for everybody.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. Yes, I mean the Queen of Wands is quite a forceful, self-centered sort of character. So yeah, I mean I get what you're saying. Over those few days, it's you've got to kind of like dampen that down somewhat and think about other people, which in a certain way is what you said, Cassidy, like as I personally have that combination. Interesting. Okay, so I'm on water, so if anyone has sun, moon or rising in the sign of Cancer, here's your tarot reading, and there is a direct connection obviously between Cancer and Scorpio because they are both water signs. So and Cancer is also ruled by the moon, so let's just sort of see where we go with this. So okay, so what is the message for anyone doing any kind of form of moon work, who sort of wants to manifest something new or sort of start a new phase, that kind of thing? If you have a significant Cancer in your birth chart, sun, moon or rising. Okay, right, remember, Cancer people, that you have choices, and you can use this new moon to actually kind of take a little bit of time to consider all your options and choices. I kind of like feel that you have more options and choices than perhaps you realize you have on a kind of like a, you know, a first kind of like consideration. I'm honestly kind of going on the positive of this rather than being confused by all the choices. I'm saying embrace the fact that, you know, we do all have choices, no matter about how bad things are. As individuals, we do have kind of like options, and sometimes we have more options than we realize. And by exercising our right to kind of make our personal choices, I mean, this could be very, very beneficial, especially if you do make the right choice. Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious what the card is, but it's the 7 of Cups. It's like for the Cancer people. But I am just feeling, don't be overwhelmed by your choices. Just be grateful that you do have a lot of choices and enjoy looking into them.
Nice.
Amazing.
Very nice.
Round 2.
Fight. Okay, we all had to start doing that. No. You know what that's from, right? Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that's okay. Love it.
So sorry. So Leo. Oh,
Leo. Okay. Oh. We all know who's got Leo.
If you have sun, moon, or ascendant in Leo, if you're playing Mortal Kombat, no. We shall be victorious.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's good. I needed this card. No. I just want to caution, though, that the Ace of Swords, if you see that barren background down there, and to me those always looked like little dead plants. I know that they're ivy and like victory plants, and my brain is
the
laurel. Thank you.
Okay.
Laurel.
Right.
And but the ground is all barren. Just be careful that you are not winning by any means necessary. if you know what I mean. Try to
Mhm.
be fair. Try to be fair, especially if it's an argument or a debate. Play fair and and do a victory dance. Okay. So,
And I feel like
Interesting.
I feel like that maybe for Leos this would be a good time to kind of manifest something that to which they feel kind of I don't want to say entitled to, but like they've been wanting to manifest for a while, because again it's involved with their sense of potency in this time, right? And so yeah.
I think that's really spot on in the way that when a Leo feels stifled, or when a Leo feels like their light is being held under a bushel, it can cause some serious damage to self-esteem. And if you have any damage to self-esteem right now, it's time to claim it back. It's time to claim back who you are, and not let other people control you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Yes. Love it.
Excellent. Very relevant.
Thank you.
I may be
Okay.
reading into that one, right?
No, but actually it totally resonated with me. We both have Sun and Leo, and totally
Okay,
resonated with
good.
me. So
Good.
yeah.
And it's my Leo. I got a Leo ascendant, so you know that works for me as well.
Good.
All right. So this is for people who have Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Virgo. Okay. First thing, whatever you're about to do, whatever you're wanting to use this energy for of this moon, do it all by yourself. Actively don't seek advice, input, guidance from anybody else. Don't look up a ritual to do online. Don't ask someone what they're doing. Don't do group work. This is absolutely calling for you to do some solitary work with no distractions, connecting in back to yourself. So if there's been at all, you know, taking in other people's opinions or comparing yourself to other people, things like that, what really needs to come back for you for this moon is authenticity to who you are, and that will arise being void of distraction or input from others. So keep it all really internal, and I think it will be a very, very powerful experience. I'm also seeing some kind of like some very, very strong psychic and intuitive downloads if you're able to remove yourself from your surrounding. It's yeah. Anyway, I've got here is the Two of Swords.
Yeah. I was gonna say Two of Swords or High Priestess. Yeah.
That's very moony as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Big
it
time.
is.
This is kind of making like a big satellite too, so it's like be receptive for something that's needing to come your way. So
nice.
Very nice.
And like even though that's
actually a waxing, it's a waxing crescent. Oh my God, that moon is a waxing crescent. So it's perfect.
And I mean, it's an air card, but look how much water is there too. So that's
Yeah.
very kind of cool.
Yeah.
Tapping into that. So there we go. That's for our Virgo folks.
Lovely, lovely. All right. So now we move on to Libra. Okay. Sharon. You started with Aries. Oh my God, this is very strange. You started with Aries, which lies opposite from Libra, and you got the devil upright, correct? I got the devil reversed.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. So if you've got Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Libra, and your tendency to seek, to kind of prioritize harmony, harmony with others, diplomacy, and maybe putting your own needs in the should I say back burner? I don't know if sometimes my idioms are off.
That's
But anyway,
right.
yeah, putting them in the back burner and putting other people's needs, expectations, I don't want to say demands, but like issues, other people's issues ahead of yours, okay, and feeling obligated to do so, maybe because the connections between you and them are really complex and they've developed over time, okay, or there's a sense, for some reason, like there's a sense of, like there's a deep sense of beholdenness, like you're beholden to that other person's satisfaction or those other people's satisfaction. Now let that go. Again, manifest something that is totally for you and that is not influenced by your sense of being really deeply connected to those other people, and having the responsibility to like live your life in a way that makes them happy, you know? Yeah, so what you manifest, link it to your relationship with those other people that you have kind of grown feeling like your individuality is really inextricable from theirs, okay? And manifest that one thing that your connection with them has been blocking. Yeah, that's the message for
Everything?
Libra.
That's powerful.
That was very powerful. I got Libra Ascendant, and I was like, well,
have.
damn.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
All roads lead to Rome.
I'm going to move on to Scorpio, the actual moon in Scorpio. So if you've got sun, moon, or Scorpio rising, this Scorpio new moon should be knocking on your door to come out and play. So yeah, so what is the message for anyone who has a significant Scorpio on 15th September? What should you do? Okay. Well, it's an intense sign, Scorpio, and I would say this is going to be quite I do think this is going to be quite an intense new moon, and I think you need to look at the word that I'm feeling here is, I don't think I've ever said this word before with this card, but anyway, intuition, resentments, letting go of resentments, because I kind of like feel that some of your resentments are kind of down to your own paranoia. I kind of like feel that you may believe that people are kind of lying to you, cheating on you, trying to kind of pull one over on you. You know, there may be kind of like resentments that you've built up for years. And I think it is time on this new moon to have a real kind of declutter on that. And once and for all, let certain things go that are actually rubbish, that there is no grounds for them other than what you have created in your own mind. That is the message for anyone with sun, moon, or rising in Scorpio. The card is Seven of Swords.
I was going to say Seven of Swords reversed, yeah.
Nice. Dang. That's a great opportunity to let that go, though. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, really powerful message.
Is it round
Round
three?
three.
Wait. I'm going to teach y'all how to say it. Round 3 is finish him. Okay? So round 3.
Yeah.
Finish him. Come on, y'all. I'm not
Finish
going
him.
to use
Finish
it.
him.
Okay. So, Sagittarius.
May I just say, Sharon, in
Yeah.
case it's relevant, the south node of the moon at the moment is in Sagittarius. If that is of any significance to the reading, because that's the moving away from one.
So the new moon is drawing to you, and the south node is pushing away from.
That is correct.
So we got a little tug of war going on. So for
Yeah,
Sagittarius.
that's true. That is true.
All right, Sagittarius. I got to think about this one for a second. Sagittarius needs to learn to let go. I think for this new moon, if you could pull toward you a manifestation for self-love, it would go a very long way, because right now, the clinging to the material, the clinging to other people for outside validation, it's empty. It's empty, and and you're needing more and more of it. You're not going to get that kind of love from outside sources that you can give to yourself if you can let go and trust yourself and not be afraid to trust other people, because that's another part of this. You're needing that validation, but you're holding on so tightly that people are pulling away from you. Does that make sense? So, 4 of coins.
Oh,
He's got it. It's that clinging to the
yeah.
possessions, prestige, outside, making me look good, and he's got nothing past that. So he needs to, or I keep saying he because the card is a he.
Yeah.
Sagittarius would be doing themselves a huge favor to take time on this full moon to affirmation. New moon, as you were. Thank you. Yeah. This new moon to do some affirmations on what's good about themselves.
Lovely.
Very nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right. So for Capricorn, this is fun. This is calling to whatever. When I said that, what did you picture? What did I picture? What came to your mind when I said fun? Have a good time.
3 of Cups.
You like it, Mandy. Totally. And I mean, it's really quite the opposite message that I gave to the Virgos. So if you have both in your chart, you might need to do both. But this is really, I mean, you need to surround yourself with some people. Find people who are interested in the same things that you are. And it doesn't need to necessarily be in person, because a lot of times you can't right now. And even, with the one person looking away, a nice Zoom meeting with some people, there's a lot of online groups that you can get involved in. This is, look to what other people can add to your practice, whether directly, whether you're doing some sort of ceremony or working where you're directly using other people or working with other people either in your space, or you're doing an over the phone kind of ritual type thing together. That could be really fun. Or just an online community where someone has posted a blog post on give this thing a try, or something like that. This is, like I said, for Virgos, don't take anything in. Take some stuff in. This is time to have fun with your practice. Don't be so rigid and structured about what you're wanting to do. If you're like, oh, on the new moon, I always do this thing at this time, and I pull out this book and I light this candle. I mean, have fun with it.
And it
Light
did
us.
have that link with the Jupiter that is much more expansive than the like your Two of Swords, which is all very on your own. It is kind of like sociable and friendly and all that sort of thing as well. So
yeah, so put some of that, the passion that comes from having fun, put some of that into your magic. Light a sparkler, put up some streamers, do something that is fun and different from what you normally do. Try something exciting.
No, I think it's such an exciting message also, because I feel like it's kind of inviting manifestations of things that might need a collective effort also, yeah, it's really
do with that offerings.
really nice.
Look into spiritual offerings. That just came through.
nice.
Look at that.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That could be incorporated into your work.
Right.
I like that. Excellent. Good times for the Capricorn folks.
Got to be some good time to be a Capricorn, I suppose.
Okay.
So my turn is coming up with Aquarius.
Can I just go back on Cassidy's a minute? Do you think, that we're now in November, so we've only got about a month to go, and Jupiter will finally get itself out of Capricorn. So I'm just thinking, if I was Jupiter, because it doesn't really like being in Capricorn, but it might be just feeling kind of like finally it can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, do you know what I mean? It's close to sort of escaping from being in Capricorn. And that must be quite a nice liberating feeling that it's nearly over.
It's not going to retrograde, is it, and get sucked back in?
No,
Okay.
it's really, really kind of heading for the exit now, having been there like a year. And that must be a good feeling.
Yes.
Sorry.
Makes
Sorry
all
to
sense.
interrupt.
Yeah. All right. So my turn for Aquarius. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is just consider yourself blessed. Consider yourself blessed. Sun, moon, or ascendant in Aquarius. Oh my God,
Sun in Aquarius over here, and Cassidy,
Yeah.
You had us holding our breath there, Khalid.
Yeah. Wow. And then
oh my God, this is a time for you to manifest something that either because it's so beautiful or so not ambitious in the typical way, but like, okay, it's so beautiful and kind of idealistic, especially relative to everything that has characterized 2020, I'm gonna say, okay?
Okay.
If you feel like you've been wanting something that might seem like really wishful thinking to everyone else, it's the time for you to do it. Can anyone guess what this is?
The world.
Nine of Cups. Ace of Cups.
Oh, Ace of Cups.
God,
Beautiful.
something in the skies is there. It's just a blessing to attract something not only new, but like really beautiful and like rarely beautiful, So
oh my God. So to
you're blessed.
Be open for that possibility and just
And
go into it. If you're doing your moon work, go into it with like full hope and actually feel okay with asking for quite a few things, because this is I don't want to say it's a windfall, but it's just kind of like
it's just what you want.
A blessing coming from it's a window opening up from above for you.
that's beautiful.
Amazing.
So you see how, okay, this is cool too. This is a bit of a synchronicity. Our first opposition, Libra to Aries, we both got the devil, mine in upright and Khalid's in reverse. Second opposition, Leo to Aquarius. We both got a upright ace, but we both got aces.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
cool. That's cool.
That is really cool.
God.
Yes. Wow, that's amazing. An amazing synchronicity.
We've got
Yeah.
to take a picture
Enough
of this
food
whole
for thought
spread.
there.
We've got to take a picture
Sorry?
of the whole spread
Yes.
laid out with all of these cards.
Yeah. I think we should. Yes.
I feel like I don't want to read the last card because I feel like we should quit while we're winning. But but okay, fingers crossed. So it's for anybody who has Sun, Moon, or Rising in Pisces. So yeah, we do have Neptune in Pisces at the moment, if that is relevant. So yeah, because I suppose it's a Scorpio new moon, it might be. So that's all a little bit kind of dreamy, a little bit imaginative, all of that sort of thing. So what is the message if you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising? And you are intending to do a little bit of moon manifestation on this 15th of November 2020. Okay. I would say use this time to re-evaluate. I mean, sounds a bit boring actually, but use this time maybe to come up with a new budget. Look at like where you could maybe reduce some of your costs, you know, some of your outgoings. I've got very practical feeling going on here. I'm definitely feeling that you are maybe wasting money. I'm going first and foremost with the boring money here, but maybe you are wasting certain money on things you don't need. Equally, you could be wasting your time on things that you don't need to be wasting your time on. I just think it is a coins card, but I do feel you need to sort of like if you came up with a new agenda on this Scorpio new moon, I think you'd be doing yourself a very, very big favor. I think you could cut back on your investments. So whether that is to do with money, which probably applies to everybody, or whether it is to do with time management, I'm really pretty much going with those two things, or realizing that who you choose to spend your time with, that's your precious time. That is your precious time. And obviously it's your choice who you give that time to, but I think re-evaluate on this new moon. That is what I'm getting for the Pisces people. And maybe Pisces people live in a little bit of an illusion sometimes, thinking, oh, my finances will sort themselves out, or oh, my kind of, you know, I will find that I have got the time to do this. But actually, no, be more realistic about it and do yourself a little kind of inventory. I've got the 6 of coins reversed for the Pisces.
Nice.
Okay,
Very
so
nice.
there you have it. We have done all 12 signs. I absolutely loved that. I don't know about everybody else.
That
It
was
was
awesome.
really great fun. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please like us on YouTube or subscribe, ring bells, I don't know, all of that sort of stuff. We want to keep these videos coming.
I think you want to say just turn on the notifications, right?
Yeah, no, I say ring the bell. Yeah.
But in all seriousness, if you don't know your sun, moon, and rising, or your astrology, I mean, we're not going to give away whole great big you know, massive astrological kind of predictions for next year, but it's very easy for us to just quickly give you what is your sun, moon, and rising. Once you know what that is what it is forever. So we would need to know your full date, and that includes the year of birth as well, the time and the place of birth, nearest major city. Just message us. We'll be only too happy to give you that information, and pop over and visit our fabulous website, www.thepomegranate.grove.com, and we will see you next time for the full moon in Gemini. Yes.
Yes.
So bye for now.
Sounds great. Bye.
Bye. See you soon.